students, welcome back to Study Smart channel. Today we are going to study chapter 3 of Hormone Science, Coordination and Response. Let's start. Well students, have you ever wondered why your body reacts differently in different situations? For example, when you are working out, your body really sweat. But in a cold temperature room, you start shivering instead of sweating. Why is it so? How about after you have eaten a meal, your hunger disappears like magic, even though you were just starving few minutes ago? And what about being thirsty? Sometimes you are dehydrated, other times you are making endless trips to the bathroom after drinking too much of water. Well, this is what we call as homeostasis. Your body is like a finely tuned machine, constantly striving to maintain its balance in the internal environment. Whether it's the temperature, pH, water or sugar level, your body works tirelessly to keep everything in check. So the next time you are sweating it out at the gym or reaching for that glass of water, remember, it's all about your body's incredible ability to maintain balance through the homeostasis process. Pretty fascinating, isn't it? So, generally, homeostasis will happen when our body parameters such as the temperature change. This is when the body control center, which is the brain, will detect the changes and initiate a corrective mechanism such as sweating or shivering. As a result, your body temperature will back to normal. That explains why you sweat when you work out, because your body is trying to cool down. But in a cold room, it needs to generate heat, so you start to shiver. Also, after a meal, your hunger disappears because your body has received enough nutrients. And when you are dehydrated, your body trying to hold onto the water, making you to feel thirsty. But once you have enough water, it flushes out the excess water through the urine production. So, by now, I hope you had a brief understanding on the homeostasis process. Well, homeostasis is not only limited to humans. Animals and even plants rely on this process to keep their internal environment stable and balanced. Anyhow, it's important to understand first the magic inside our body before going to other living organisms, right? So, let's learn homeostasis in human body first. In our body, we have specialized receptors which continuously monitor the temperature of the body. These receptors are known as thermoreceptors. So, when our body temperature increases due to workout or hot weather, these receptors will immediately detect the increase in the body temperature and they send signals to the hypothalamus in our brain. Well, who is this hypothalamus? Hypothalamus, a small but important part of the brain, plays a vital role in maintaining our body's internal balance. Staying deep within the brain, the hypothalamus acts as the command center for regulating temperature, thirst, hunger and sleep. Well, let's make the hypothalamus to look cute a bit. That's better. So, once the hypothalamus receives the signal from the thermoreceptor, it will send signals to various body parts in order to trigger appropriate body response. So, which body parts receive the signal from hypothalamus? Well, blood vessel in our body will receive the signal in order to dilate. This is known as vasodilation. This allows more blood to flow near the skin surface and help to release out heat through the skin. Next, the hypothalamus sends signal to the sweat glands to produce more sweat. Sweat, when evaporates from the skin surface, will take away the heat from our body and cooling down the body. Other than that, skin hairs will get signal to lie flat in order to reduce air trap on the skin so that the heat can be released out easily. And finally, you won't have the feeling to use the washroom. Why is it so? As we tend to sweat more during hot weather, this leads to fluid loss from the body. As a result, the hypothalamus signals the pituitary gland to release a hormone which is known as antidiuretic hormone or can be called as ADH hormone. ADH hormone will act on the kidney, instructing them to reabsorb more water from the urine, thus reducing the urine volume. So, when all this happens, the thermoreceptor will detect that the temperature is cooling down. So again, it will send signal to the hypothalamus in order to stop triggering body responses. As a result, your body temperature will back to normal. So, How about when exposed to extreme cold temperature? The same process will happen again, but this time your hypothalamus will send different signals to the body. First of all, your blood vessel near the skin surface will get signal to constrict, and this will reduce the blood flow to the skin. As a result, it helps to conserve the heat and maintain the body temperature. Next, your muscular system will get signal to perform rapid and involuntary muscle contractions, which is known as shivering. This generates heat as a byproduct of the muscle activity, hence increasing the body temperature. Also, have you ever experienced goosebumps on chilly day? Well, this is because the tiny muscles at the base of the skin hair follicle contract, and this will cause the hair to stand upright. This upright skin's hair helps to trap a layer of air near the skin, providing insulation against the cold temperature. Again, when all this happens, the thermoreceptor will notice that the body temperature is increasing back. So, it will send signal to the hypothalamus to stop sending signal to trigger other body responses. Hence, your body temperature will back to normal again. So, can you identify which system in your body involved in the regulation of body temperature? Well, few systems in your body involved in this. The very first system involved is your nervous system. Nervous system is the one allows the information to travel from the thermoreceptor to the hypothalamus in order to signal change in the body responses. Excretory system comes in picture when your body initiates the production of sweat during hot weather in order to cool down your body. Blood circulatory system is when your blood vessel dilate or contract to increase or reduce the heat loss. Endocrine system, particularly the hypothalamus, regulate the temperature by influencing processes such as sweating, shivering and blood flow. Also, the release of ADH hormone by pituitary gland to regulate the urine production by the kidney also a part of endocrine system. The next system involved is your muscular system. This is when your body starts to shiver in order to produce heat as a byproduct of the muscle activity. Well, do you know that even your respiratory system can help to regulate body temperature by controlling the exchange of heat and moisture through breathing? So, while excretory system and endocrine system play significant role in maintaining the body internal temperature, it's important to understand that temperature regulation is a complex process involving multiple body systems working together. Now, let's move to the water regulation in our body. Just like thermoreceptor, we have osmoreceptor which always keep an eye on the water level inside our body. We have osmoreceptor in certain places in our body such as the brain, kidney and blood vessel. So, when the water level decreases due to hot weather or working out, osmoreceptor will detect the change and send the signal to the hypothalamus. As usual, the hypothalamus will send signal to various parts of the body. First of all, the hypothalamus will trigger the sensation of thirst, making us to drink more water in order to increase back the water levels. Also, the hypothalamus will trigger the pituitary gland to produce ADH hormone. ADH hormone will act on the kidney in order to increase water reabsorption from the urine. Hence, this will reduce the volume of urine produced. As a result, you will have fewer trips to the washroom as well. So as usual, when all these responses take place, the osmoreceptor will notice the water level is increasing back. It will go and send the information to the hypothalamus, and hypothalamus will stop send signals to trigger the body response. As a result, your body water level will back to the normal. Now, can you think about how the homeostasis process will take place if water level in your body increase more than necessary? All the best! So, what are the systems involved in the homeostasis process of water regulation? First of all, we have nervous system whereby it allows information to travel from the osmoreceptor to the hypothalamus in order to signal change in the body's water level. Next, we have excretory system whereby the kidney plays a central role in regulating water balance by adjusting the volume and concentration of the urine produced. Also, we have endocrine system as the hypothalamus signal the release of ADH hormone which increase the water reabsorption from the urine. In addition to that, even the respiratory system plays a minor role in water balance through the exhalation of water vapor. And lastly, we have digestive system in place. This is because the digestive tract will absorb water from the food consumed in order to maintain hydration level. Additionally, the large intestine reabsorbs water from the undigested food material, contributing to water conservation. So these are the systems that involve in the homeostasis process of water regulation. Alright students, with this we have completed the homeostasis process in human beings. Let's meet again in the next video to discuss the homeostasis process in animals and also plants. Until then, thank you and have a nice day. Bye.